For this video, we're going to be going over stage play. It's basically going to be like a scene or a play from a movie. You're going to have your setting and you're going to have two characters talking to each other. So the first step is to just think of an idea of a scene you want to do. I'm going to do a knock knock joke. It's going to go knock knock, who's there? And then second person is going to respond and then it's going to go back and forth. So after you have your idea, go to backdrop, choose a backdrop and pick your backdrop. I'll go ahead and pick Space City because it looks nice. And choose your sprites next. I'm gonna get rid of this guy, not going to use him. You could use him if you want, but there's a lot more to pick. And let's see, uh, this guy looks funny. So this guy is gonna tell the knock knock joke. Uh, he's kind of big, so I'm gonna shrink him a little bit, turn this size 100 to 80. And now we need one more sprite that so he could tell his joke to. We're going to pick Duck. Duck's a good guy. Okay, Duck is facing the wrong way. He's not going to get his joke if he's looking the other way. So you click on direction and you see it's facing right. You can make it left instead, but he's upside down. No worries. Click on this button. Now we have our scene set. We're going to start with Centaur. Make sure he's clicked. The Centaur is going to be the one telling the joke. He's our funny guy. So you go to events and you always start these with the green flag. When green flag is clicked, he's going to say, go into looks, say knock knock for 2 seconds. This is how long it takes for him to say it. I think 2 seconds is long enough for knock knock. Let's check. Knock knock. Okay, so that works for now. Now he needs to respond. Duck needs to say who's there. But we're missing one more thing. He hasn't received the message because Centaur needs to broadcast it first for him to receive it. If we used something like think, he probably wouldn't need to broadcast it. But since he wants someone to receive his message, he needs to broadcast it. So under events, go to broadcast message one, broadcast message one. So after this, then you could go into duck. So go into duck and he's going to receive message one. So when I receive message one, he's going to say something. So go to looks, knock knock, who's there? And now he's gonna have to do the same thing. He's going to send or broadcast his message. And this isn't message one, this is message two. So you have to go into here and do message two. Broadcast message two. And this is going to be the pattern to get them to talk back and forth. So it's very simple once you get it. It's just this, back and forth. So you go back here. When I receive message two, he's going to say knock knock, who's there? And he's going to say no bell for 2 seconds. And then that's a whole new message. So he's going to send new message, message three. Now, duck, you don't have to go through all this again. What you can do now, you could duplicate this. You could duplicate this because it's going to be the same pattern. All you have to do is just change these parts. So when I receive message three was the last message he sent. So no bell who? And then this is a whole new message. So again, message four. Back to Centaur. You could duplicate this. Whenever I click it, it plays it, but ignore that. When I receive message 4, he's going to say, no bell, that's why I knocked. This guy's hilarious. Okay, um, you could do a new broadcast. If this is the end, you don't need to broadcast it. At the very end of your stage play, there's something you could do a stop all. But before we do that, let's see if this works. And actually, one more thing. Since this sentence is longer, you probably want to make the time longer since it takes him longer to say it. So instead of 2 seconds, let's put 4 seconds. Now let's check. Knock, knock. Who's there? No bell. No bell, who? No bell, that's why I knocked. But okay. And when you're finished, you could just stop it. There is a stop all under control. This is at the very end of your play. You could, if you just want to finish the whole thing, but I would say do more with it, have more action. So maybe the duck doesn't like the joke and he just leaves or something. So you could say, when I receive message 5, maybe, or maybe he does like it and he does a flip. You could do whatever you want. But for this, I'm gonna say he got upset and left. So maybe glide 1. This is gonna make him move in a direction. So this is his current position. If you put, uh, since X means left and right, if you put like 200 or something, or more than 200, he's gonna go right and leave. And this is just an example. You could mess with it more, do different things. The main thing is just doing the broadcast message, send and reply. You see he left because he was upset. And then if you want him to be in the same position, because like you play it again, he's not going to be there. You need to do a green flag and then make sure this, you can bring him to this position and then have go to, and that's going to be the position he always starts in. So even though it goes, when it's done, he's going to move over. And then when you click on the green flag, he's going to end up in the same place. So if you want it to start a certain way, always do it right after the green flag. And when all that's done, you could go ahead and add the stop all to end the whole thing. There's a lot you could do. When he's leaving, he's still facing the wrong way. So you could do point in direction 90. 90 is right. You can see here when you click on it, it shows you. So now this is going to be my final product. Let's see. Knock, knock. Who's there? No bell. No bell who? No bell, that's why I knocked. And then he isn't having it. He just leaves. And then that's it.